Soul Family, how are you? Today we have less heat but more humidity, cloudy, and the water is rippling. So things are steamy. It's not as hot, meaning it's not going to be as dangerous or angry or as scary, but it's steamy, so it's definitely emotional, and things are still not yet clear because the emotional waters are definitely rippled, right? It's solid ripple on the water. You guys are going to walk with me. Sorry about the noise. I've got fans going here. I've got to remember, I've got to change some water in Merlin's tank. I mean, not Merlin, and yeah, Merlin's tank. Hi, Merlin. I've lit up a light behind him. That's a message. Oh, hi, baby. Look how big he is. Isn't he cool? He's so freaking cool. But look, see, it's still toxic. I'm doing the best that I can. I think that moss ball is really helping him. And speaking of moss, we're gonna pick up a. You're gonna help me pick up a deck here. So I've got this person writing to me. Actually, was following me on Instagram, right? And I told you guys, I'm a little bit careful. Actually, I'm a lot careful when I deal with men. But I can't remember what I think they commented on some things that I'd posted, and the comments were they were interesting to me because it was clear this person and I had a lot in common, right? So I was friendly, but I was very, very careful about speaking with men. So the person ended up writing to me privately, and I answered, and because he's living in a place, he's living where my friend Randall lives, in that little tiny town, and I'm like, what? And so I asked him, do you know him? And he's like, no. And I'm like, how can you not know him? I mean, the place is tiny, right? But I mean, if you're in a really tiny town, like when I lived in Sturgeon Bay, I suppose, but Sturgeon Bay is not as big as, Sturgeon Bay is bigger than this place, right? But if you live in a little tiny town, you're gonna run into people, especially if you're in the same business, right? But anyway, he says he didn't. And so I don't go to anybody else's page ever, but they sent me something while they were up there, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go look and see if they've been to the same place as I've been to, because I loved it up there, right? And the person was talking to me about their life and the opportunities, and the things that they were telling me was way too much of a mirror for my twin soul, right? But then I've got a lot of mirrors here. I've got to figure out what we're going to use here. Hold on, let's see. All right, we're going to use this. Okay, we're going to use that. We're going to use this. Interesting spread of things that we're going to use. Oh wow, and we're going to use this. Interesting. Okay. All right. So because I've kind of like skipped this in the last little while, I'm going to show you guys. Okay. We have the sea flower, right? This coral. Isn't this neat? I like this. I've always wanted a saltwater tank because of the fact that I'm an underwater diver, and I'm so fascinated with them. Look at that. This reminds me of, I'm seeing, what I heard was the flower of life, but then I feel like this is like our journey, right? Look at all the twists and turns, and there's so many little alcoves that you can go into. I don't know, it's just, I love it. So there's that. And then remember, it's interesting in the order that I'm looking at this, the way I put this down. Remember when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Well, here's your happy Buddha up in the mountain. He's got his back against the mountain, he's leaning against Crystal. Oh my God, that's a message. This person has a friend named Crystal. Cousin, a friend, something. I'm leaning on Crystal. And this is rainforest, jasper. This is amethyst for calming and for protection. And this is a really cool stone because it's got, you can't see it on this end, and I don't know why I did it, and I say this all the time, but there's all these different pieces of granite, see, in here? And there's spot dots all over. It's really cool, but I ended up putting it on top of that, and I'm wondering why. I think because I'm giving them the energy from the quartz, because the quartz is an amplifier. So there's the happy Buddha. Now he's a happy Buddha. Remember the other day he was a detached, peaceful Buddha? Well, today he's happy because he's back in Moss Landing. And then we have the wave, the silver wave. And silver is, to me, it's spiritual. And in front we've got, can you remember what kind of stone that is, Sherry? Right now I can't, I'll figure it out. And then we've got the cosmic cluster. Okay, so here are your 4 choices. If you want to do, you know, them and us, that's interesting. Okay, so this is me, and that's them. If you want to do zodiac, that's your choice. So here we go. That one, that one, that one, that one. And I think it's interesting because I said when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. But now he's gone to the mountain, and then the wave's behind him, or in front of him. That's interesting. All right, anyway, so this person is talking to me, and now this person is talking to me outside my door, and that's Lily. So isn't it interesting that sometimes Lily is the mother or the grandmother, and then another time Lily is my twin? Because it's not me that's locked outside the door, it's her. Unless it is me, right? I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, as I shuffle, I'm going to tell you this story. And I didn't sleep with any of my crystals last night. And I put both of my cats, now interesting, I say that. I didn't sleep with my crystals last night. And neither did my twin sleep with Crystal, whoever this was. I put them in another room. And they were in the same room together. They were in the same room together. Liger and Lily. So my twin or the crystal person, or whoever it is, they were in a different room together. And I went and I gave attention to Lily, and then Liger came running. So wherever Lily goes, Liger goes. They go together. And Liger always wants what Lily has. Okay? So I'm just saying this. I'm just running this because if you guys can figure out something that has something to do with you, good. So anyway, this person that's writing to me, I said to them, and I made it really clear that at the time, you know, I was very focused, and I'm in a twin soul relationship, and, you know, I don't talk to men privately. This person said that they were a man. The person had that definite man's name, a Spanish name, but the name was abbreviated to a name that you would call a girl, right? So it could have been either. And this person has a Rottweiler, and their roommate has a Rottweiler. And they say to me, I said, what do you do with a Rottweiler in a little tiny place? And, oh, they sleeps in bed with me. And I'm like, wow, really? Well, with us, he said. They sleep with us. So I'm thinking, oh, well, this person has, if this person has somebody that's sleeping with them, then they shouldn't be talking to me, right? So I block them. And then I unblock them. I'm just feeling like, I don't know, you know, something's not right. So I went back and I looked at the person's pictures, and I see a video, and there's a blonde girl and a little boy. Now, in my dreams, I've seen my twin with a blonde girl, and there's a little child. And I've always seen my twin driving around with this blonde girl in a red car. Okay? Well, this guy, apparently, that's supposed to be writing me, the Scorpio, says they're a Scorpio, drives a red car. And I said, that's interesting. My twin drives around in a red car with this girl. And then I said, you know, your story is really familiar to me, a lot like my twins. And the person says, why do you think that is? And I'm thinking, you know, I don't like games. I don't like games, but this person's obviously playing games with me. And I said, I don't know. And they have the same kind of, I'm getting, there's a Capricorn and there's an air sign that are bothering me, that are not good for this person. And the person says, well, my cousin's a Capricorn, and my father's an air sign, the Libra. And the person's talking to me about Moss Landing. They have a job that they can go with their cousin in Moss Landing. It's away from this place where I know. And they show it to me, and it's interesting, because remember I said I was going to go, and I was going to go where the stack is? Well, there's a stack in Moss Landing. Anyway, it doesn't look very pretty, but it's there might be nice areas. But there was a good opportunity for a job there. And I'm thinking, you know, it'd be good for you to stay on the mountain, because you love the mountain. Because the person was asking me, and I was kind of doing readings. But if it's a better job for you, you know, maybe you could, you know, travel or find someplace in between or whatever. So remember I said my dragonfish needed moss to help him filter the toxic energy, because where the person was staying was toxic, right? And so right now it's getting a little bit better because of the moss that's in his tank. Well, that would be like this person. That's what I was saying. The Moss Landing would have been a better place for this person because where they were staying was toxic, right? So I stopped talking to this person and I blocked them, because I just thought there's too many things that are the same and it doesn't feel right and there's something wrong, and I don't like games. So last night in my dreams, you know, after I know that my twin's supposed to get away from a toxic place where he was down here, away from certain people. 2 different places weren't good for him to go. Needed to go back. Remember I said the owls, go back to where the owls are, go north. It's best for you to go north. So last night in my dream, I'm dreaming and I have this big black dog. And she's a sweetheart. I love her. And then my girlfriend has a big black dog, right? And I'm concerned about the 2 dogs being in the car, but they're nose to nose and they seem to be okay. And the dogs are very gentle. And like I said, this person that was writing to me told me that they had a big black dog, and their roommate had the other dog, and they traveled a lot, and when they were gone, their roommate took care of the dog. And anyway, so I'm obviously with these people, right? And this is the person that was writing to me. So I'm just like, all right, so I'm watching this, and so then I watched this person go down to this other house. It's a big house, right? And I go to the door, and I've got my dog. I'm walking with my dog, and I look inside, and this person has their child with them, and wanting, their child's playing video games or whatever, and they're talking. They live in this big, beautiful house. And then they're saying something to me about somebody moving in next door. It's only $800, and you know, I'm saying I could afford that. That's pretty cool. You know, fit everything in one space, and it sounded really cool. And then I think to myself, oh shit, where's my dog? Did I take my dog home, and I turn around and the person says, you need to take care of your dog, right? So maybe this person was watching their dog. And I go back down to my house, which I felt like I was in an apartment, but maybe I was just down the street, I don't know, across the lane or something. And I see my dog sitting up on a chair. Why is my dog sitting up on a chair, I'm thinking. But the dog's sitting up on a chair, and I think to myself, she's so well behaved, right? Such a well behaved dog. So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? You know, the person that's writing to me, clearly I'm completely connecting with that person and that person's Rottweiler. And the person who had the other Rottweiler is not a male, it's a female, because I saw her. She has a child, and she's probably the blonde person with the kid. And I'm with the person with the big Rottweiler. And why do people have to lie? Why can't people just tell you who they really are? You know? And I'm saying all of this out loud because I thought to myself, maybe I shouldn't say anything. And then I thought, no, I don't want to lie. I'm done lying. I'm over it. You know? I mean, I wasn't lying, but I was like allowing this to happen, and I thought, screw it. I'm not going to allow this to happen. This is stupid. Anyway, the dog's a sweetheart, and clearly, you know, your ex-girlfriend or this Crystal or whoever this person was with the other dog, you know, that's your roommate that you used to sleep with or used to be in the house with, and now you're not. You've moved somewhere else. So I don't know what's going on, but you stop lying to me, okay? Stop lying to me, or leave me out of it, because clearly you're connecting with me. So much so that I'm watching your dreams. And your dog is a sweetheart. But that dog would take one look at Lily, and Lily would be dinner, you know? And that's what I'm getting. Because this morning, what else did I get? Liger was underneath. I went to give Lily attention, and Liger came running out. And everything that I give to Lily, Liger wants. So that's exactly what it is. So I don't know, maybe Lily is me. Or maybe Lily is my twin. All I know is they just threw me a card right down, and we're going to start with that card. And if this phone, okay, we're at 13 minutes and 41 seconds in. If this reading gets kicked off, I'll know I wasn't supposed to say the things that I'm saying, but at this point, I really don't care. I'm annoyed. And we're going to work with this card. This is just for all of us, because this needs to be spoken about. And check it out. There you see. That woman with her dog. I love my dog. I'm holding on to my dog. Loyalty. Dog represents best friend. Unconditional love, loyalty, and friendship. So this person that I saw, that was their best friend. I also heard, you know, I got a job working for my ex-girlfriend's grandfather. And so that's your ex-girlfriend, who is your best friend. And I told you guys that I had, my ex-husband and I were best friends. But it got complicated because, you know, it's not appropriate when you get together with someone else to be best friends with your ex, right? Their partner needs to be best friends. And we have I don't talk to my ex-husband like that. We don't text, we don't talk, you know. It's just not appropriate. So you're sitting here holding on, and you don't want to let go of this dog. This is your best friend. You love this dog. This dog clearly is devoted to you. So they're devoted to each other. That's good. You want that. There's love around your wrist. And it's interesting because I had a dream the other night and one of my bracelets came off. It broke. And I was like, shit. So something broke. So a bracelet in a dream, anything that is, what is it? That is a never-ending circle, right? That's an attachment. So what I watched was an attachment breaking away. And it sounded like they weren't happy about it, right? So I'm looking at that attachment, and there's a lot. It's like my bracelets. Look at all my bracelets, right? It's just like a ring. It's a commitment. A bracelet is. And I'm wanting to see other specific signs about this. The checkered flag, I keep noticing now the checkered flag, you know, in a dress or in a shirt. And the checkered flag says it's time to go. It's time to get going, right? And it's all floral behind here, which is spiritual. And there's healing. It's either floral or puffy clouds. So let's say puffy clouds. And healing and love, and spirituality. This is really good. This is really nice, peaceful, loving. I like this energy. It's connecting. And your checkered flag says it's time to get going. And what's interesting is when I first looked at this, I thought this was the chair, right? But I'm now thinking it's a pair of jeans and the dog sitting between your jeans. So to me, this is now a man, not a female. I don't know why, it just is. And on your chest is the truth that needs to be spoken. It's time to go. You've got these bracelets wrapped around you, and bracelets definitely talk about a commitment to something. It's a bond, a promise, an obligation to someone. You may have promised something to somebody else. It's a promise that you know something's going to happen. If you give a bracelet to somebody, you know that you're going to date that person, or it's definitely a commitment. So when the dream, when the person wasn't in Moss Landing, when they were down here, a bracelet broke off. So a commitment was broken. And the denim jeans, I like the jeans here. I like that. It's like the crystal sodalite. I told you guys I love lepidolite, right? This muscovite mica, the one with lithium, the calming, the beautiful. I mean, isn't that the most beautiful? I mean, it's just so gorgeous. But if you were to talk about my other favorite crystal, it's sodalite. And I don't have, actually I do, I'll show it to you guys, because there's probably a reason it needs to come out. This is where I keep all my bracelets. It's my mermaid bracelet. My sodalite broke, there it is. My sodalite bracelet broke, and so I restrung it with some other beads, and I made this. And, because I'm the mermaid, right? Whoops, there we go. There's the mermaid. What is she holding on to? I want to know what flower she's holding on to, because there might be a message for us. Let me get my trusty magnifying glass out. Okay, hold on. I'll let you guys see it. Whoops, and I need to look at it too. So she's holding... So she's just holding leaves. No, she's not. She's got these... It's interesting because it looks like leaves, but there's like a bell-shaped flower, and it's the color of your sacral chakra. And her whole body is the color of your sacral chakra, which is sexual energy and creativity. So this vine, there's something growing. It's creative. It's promising. I want to know what that is. What could that orange flower? Tiger lily. She's holding on to tiger lily, that blonde mermaid. So she's holding on to tiger lily, and I told you I saw that blonde in the car. And she's a mermaid, and so am I. Tiger lily would represent my twin. I don't know. Unless blonde, for us all, I mean, this isn't just me, right? Blonde represents a couple different things. Blonde would represent a bimbo, or blonde would also represent being noticed, somebody that wants to be noticed or is noticed, right? It stands out, right? It talks about coming to life. So something good you're thinking. So I would say this is good. This is positive. So this blonde is holding on to Tiger Lily, and there's a new beginning, or there's something prosperous. There's definitely creative energy here and sexual energy. So this is a really beautiful message for all of us who get this. We're all getting this message because nobody was specifically given this for a sign, right? And the stones that I was going to show you, this is sodalite, the blue. And if I could give you an example of a good one, I mean, you can see it varies, right? But here's a better one. If you saw that before the bracelet broke, it's kind of like the color of denim. It is the color of denim, and it's got white shot through it. And this is aventurine, the green. And the reason I brought that up is because this is this person. So we're looking again at the colors behind here. Her hair is that reddish color, which would be passion. But it's also creative because of the color of your sacral chakra, right? And we've got creative energy happening here. It's emotional of nature, but it's so it's something that you have passion for, and it's blossoming, it's growing. There's a lot of truth and love and healing in this for what you're growing. So what you're growing is to help. It will help another heal. I know what it is. So it's good. It's very good what you're growing and what you're doing here, this creative project. And I like the white in between because the white represents innocence, purity, truth, honesty. So this is all good. This is all good. Everything is good here. And there's loyalty that's happening here. There's love for this. The jeans is what I was talking about. The denim, the sodalite, that represents relaxed. You think of, it's authentic, right? It's, you're comfortable, it's casual, right? It could mean that you're not serious enough and you're not focused, but I don't think so. This is a project that's creative, and there's two mermaids here. So there's two mer people, and they're mirrors of each other. Okay, so this could be a male and female, or two females, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? What it is it's the energy. It's the feminine, nurturing, loving energy. Both of these mermaids have that. So there's a mirror, and it's comfortable, and there's love, and there's healing, and there's truth. This is a really good match set. Okay, so this is a really good match set. So I would say the reason I like this is the denim is relaxed, it's casual, it's authentic. You know, nothing better than your old pair of jeans, right? Feels like an old pair of jeans. I still have my jeans from, I can't even tell you how long ago, and they still fit, and I love them. You can dress jeans up, you can dress jeans down, you can go anywhere with jeans. You can put jeans on with a really fancy outfit, like dressy jewelry, high shoes, and go out somewhere really cool, right? A man can put on a pair of jeans and a blazer and a dress shirt and nice shoes and a nice watch and go to a really nice evening place, right? Or you could wear those same freaking jeans and you could go outside walking your Rottweiler, right? I mean, hiking around. You can do anything in jeans. So you can do anything. That's what this is. And the color behind here of your solar plexus, that's what it says. I am worthy, I am capable, I can do anything I set my mind to. Because I'm wearing my trusty pair of jeans and I got my best friend with me that I love. I've got a commitment to this project, this situation. I'm surrounded by spirituality. I know what I'm doing. This is a really good message. I like it. Listen to your inner voice. By staying true to yourself, you honor others. This is the point of personal power. Okay, so you're going to follow what your higher self says, and you're going to be authentic. You're going to be your authentic true self. You're going to remain loyal to your best friend. You're going to remain loyal to your project, to what you know is going to be healing for yourself and to others. You've got a mirror here. You have the same qualities. This is positive. Truth, innocence, healing, love. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So as long as you remain authentic and honest, truthful, get this truth off your chest, because there's truth you need to speak. It's on your chest. And the checkered flag says it's time to go. It's time to get moving here. You're holding on so tight like you're nervous. Now, are you worried about your dog? You don't want to lose your dog. Remember in my dream, that person had this dog. They loved their dog. I thought their dog was really cool. The dog was super well behaved. It was a sweetheart. She was a big dog, but she was a sweetheart. And the other person had the other big dog, black dog too. And I thought, geez, why are they not fighting? Well, because clearly it's this person that was talking to me. They have these two dogs and they get along great. You know, they're roommates, or they were, or boyfriend and girlfriend, or whoever they were. But whoever you guys are, all the best to you. You guys are doing great together. This project's going to go well. That's what I'm getting from that message. Okay, next message. We're going to go to the flower of life, or the sea flower, the sea coral. And this is going to be a long reading because we're already at 25 minutes, but how shocking is that, right? Never is. So this is them on my side. And I don't know how you guys chose to do it, but this is them. And this is the vampire deck. Nobility. Honor, high standards, idealistic. Okay, you see this one with 2 silver wolves. Now there's a redhead. I find this interesting. Woo! Because there is a redhead in this whole scene that I'm watching. Just a second. Or it could have been that earth sign that I'm talking about, because I'm looking at the hair. And that was the big house that I saw the person in, right? Interesting. And there's the 2 dogs, but at this time they're both wolves. And I told you that woman had the 1 dog, and she lived in the big house, and then the other person had the other dog. And there's purple on this dog. Purple across that dog. Well, purple is a spiritual connection, as far as what I'm reading right now. I'm telling you, both of those dogs were awesome dogs. As I said, dogs, unconditional love, loyalty, friendship. But these are actually real dogs that I looked at. So, nobility. Now, this person, like I said, this person comes from that one person that had the dog with the kids. She lived in a rich house. She had a big house. And they come from a noble line. So that's what we would say, right? Nobility. Or like an aristocratic family. And remember, I heard in my dreams the other night, he left you for the family across the street. Well, this is the family he left me for. And clearing right now, sorry. So right now they're asking you to behave in a noble manner. They want you to behave nobly, because you have behaved in a manner which has drawn attention. And they're asking you to behave nobly more often. You know, you want to be in your integrity. You want to be honorable. You want to be someone of virtue. You are a person who has helped other ones. You have protected other ones that were not doing well. You have spoken up for the ones who couldn't speak. So basically, you're kind of like me. You're the fighter for the underdog, right? And you've done this without expecting anything. This is who you are. But there is a reward that you deserve. You haven't asked for it. You're either a knight or a lady. And this is a lady. I love her corset, P.S. And sometimes, I'm just trying to think. This person lives in a noble house. This person comes from a noble family, a noble line. You're either a knight or a lady, right? Depending on who we're speaking to here. You've been very graceful. You have lived according to some code of honor. You've done well with that. And what Spirit is telling you is because of this, because you've lived with this code of honor, you've been this type of a person, and you've done this without asking for anything. This is just who you are. Spirit wants to acknowledge that, because the ripples, remember I said the water right now was completely covered in ripples? All of those deeds that you've done without being selfish, without asking to be recognized, without reward, that has sent a ripple out into the world. And there's a lot of things that we don't see that we do, how they affect other people. And so a lot of this you won't see. You won't know the difference that you've made to so many different people. But Spirit knows. So basically Spirit's just saying, we wish to honor you. We think that you are of high standard and are a noble person with integrity. We like you. That wolf has got purple spread across it. I like, this is awesome. Now, you have a couple of messages here, and you can go either way depending on your circumstance, so I'm not going to tell you which it is. If this is a blessing for you, if this is what's happening, then this is the opportunity for you to do the best you can. And it's going to shift your vibration in a positive way. It's going to attract positive opportunities, new opportunities into your life with honorable people like that, right? You want to hang out with people like that. So what they're showing me is this person that these two dogs were, the woman that lived in this big house. She's an honorable person. I like her. Whoever she is, I like her. Whether she's his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, I don't care. She's an honorable person. That's what I get. And so if you're a curse with this, you're denying this within you. You're not seeing this inside of yourself. And so you don't expect the best for you. And you're going to shoot for the bottom. Now, it's going to hurt you. Now, in reverse, is that woman someone who is honorable? If I look at it in the upright, you're honorable. But if I look at it in the reverse, this is negative. He left you for the people, that family across the street. This was a family, right? So basically right now, Spirit wants you to tap into your higher self. You're being asked to do the right thing. So are you crossing someone's boundaries? Is this person belonging to someone else's family? This person then would not be honorable. Somebody wants everything that Lily has. Everything I try to give to Lily, Liger wants. You know, it's so somebody wants something that belongs to someone else is what I'm seeing. So you're being asked to do the right thing, and even if it's not to your advantage, you have to be honorable. And it might not be easy for you. You're being asked to be of service, to be of assistance, or basically, as I said, it might be something that you have to choose that doesn't make things comfortable for you, but it's the honorable thing to do. And right now, here you are, juggling. So that's a message to me, and I don't like it. So you are juggling. This is a third-party situation. And this person belongs to someone else. This rich person in the other house doesn't belong to you. And you're juggling. That's one message. And you know who you are if this is the case. So somebody's got to get dropped, right? You've got to make a choice because you can't continue to juggle. This person is also wearing a checkered tie, right? So is this you? You've got a checkered past. You're somebody who was juggling. One of them's got to go. Or does this mean it's time to get going on your new business? Stop juggling your options. Choose one and get moving. There's a lot of green, which is growth, healing, and love. And the yellow means I can do it. I can do anything I set my mind to. I'm capable. There are two red. This means passion. This means spirituality. This is in your heart hand. This is what you need to hold on to. These are what you need to let go of. You need to hold on to what your passion is and drop the other things you're juggling. Whether these are options, maybe you've got too many options in front of you, right? I'm trying to make a decision about which way to go. What is your passion? As I said to the person that I was writing to, or that I was communicating with, it was very clear what this person wanted to do. But their family and others, the place where they were at was toxic, where they lived. He needed to get out of there. And because somebody was there that it wasn't appropriate. And where they were, the family, even though they loved them, did not want them to do didn't want this person to do what they wanted to do. And the thing is, as far as every message we've been getting, we've got to follow our passion. You can see that passion is in your heart hand. This one's up in the air, and this one you're still holding on to. So this is the bracelet that broke. It's probably down with the family, and this is where you are right now with the woman in the other house. That's got to go. That's got to go. That's already gone. Hold on to that. That's what I'm getting from this message. Now, you all have a different story, but you can imagine it to your own circumstances. You can do anything you set your mind to. You are worthy. You are more than capable. Because look, you've been juggling, right? You're a business person. You're organized. Look at the color. This could be a denim shirt. Denim is relaxed, authentic, right? You're off to the races with this tie. So with your business it's going to be successful. If you remain authentic and true to yourself, this is speaking the truth. This is being truthful. This is also the color of Archangel Michael that will assist you. So you have been able to juggle all of these things, but it's time now. This one's already out. This one you need to let go of, and you need to focus on your passion. So by keeping things moving, you create a false sense of forward motion and keep intimacy at bay. Stop, take a risk, allow love to penetrate your resistance. Now, this could be in relationship, but this also, the love could be the love for what you want, love for what you do, your business. I told you, these two mermaids, they mirror each other, right? Look at the color of the moss. These are ocean colors, moss and ocean. These are mermaids. This goes for you. You need to go where your emotions are, where you feel at peace, where you're truthful, where you're honest, where there is love. All of these colors are what you see here. Comfortable with your mirror. Somebody who has the same type of so if you're going for a project, you have the same type of interest, right? You feel the same way. Look at the growth that you have. This could be your partner. This person told me that they could get a job with their cousin at this place in Moss Landing. Go for it. This is the best place for you to be. This is the best place. Now for you, you want to be where there's truth, where there is love, where there's honesty, where you mirror other people, where you have the same perspective, right? That's where you will find the growth. You have to stop juggling. You have to make a choice. And by continuing to do this, you think you're keeping yourself busy, but you're not. You're just avoiding. You're procrastinating. And you're ready to go. You're already ready to go. It's time, right? It's time. So just drop this one. Go after the passion. We'd like you to wait on something. We'd like you to wait on something. We would like you to wait on something. So what are you thinking of doing? In my dream last night, I watched that person talk to the other person about an apartment that was next door. And the person that I was in their body said, I could do this. I could, we could move in here. I could fit all this in here. We'd like you to wait. Don't make that decision. That is different than this. You definitely need to follow your passion. You need to stop juggling. You need to drop this. We would like you to wait. Now, for me, it would be, I don't want to live right there next door to that person. I don't want to be there. So that would be my message. What does it mean for you? We would like you to wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Spirit, because you might know what that is in regards to, but it might be a little bit confusing because of it's time to go, right? You're juggling. We want you to drop one thing and go after the other. And it's funny because it's definitely by the water, and or for a water person. So, but I want to ask, what is it that we want them to wait on? Can you tell them what you want them to wait on? Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm going to see if Spirit can give, maybe we'll get it in a song.
Everyone started talking about Subway's new savory rotisserie style chicken Caesar signature wrap. It's a mouthful to say, I know, but with creamy Caesar dressing and double the rotisserie style chicken, it's not the only thing that's full. If you know what I mean. It's me. I'm the one that's full. Because I'm a stomach. That's kind of what I do. Subway, make it what you want. Double meat based on average 6-inch sub. Coffee.
Clothes and stains just don't go together. Break them up with 10 times the cleaning.
They just don't go together. Break them up. They just don't go together. Break them up. That's what I'm getting. They just don't go together. Break them up. So you're trying to hold on to this. That's what I got. That's what I got that. So you're trying to hold on, and you're holding on to this, and you're looking at this, and you're wondering, break them up. They just don't go together. That's what I'm getting. And it's like I watched that the person was going to take thinking that they could take the place next door. No, we'd like you to wait. We'd like you to wait. Just break them up. They just don't go together. You know what that means to you. They just don't go together. You may want to hold on to both, but you can't. They just don't go together. Break them up. Break them up. They just don't go together. That's interesting. Pants, 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 coffee. Pants, pants, pants. See, it was interesting too because I heard that. I heard denim jeans. Why did I hear denim jeans when I was asking? So break them up. They just don't go together. And I heard denim jeans. He's wearing a denim shirt. Denim jeans. Coffee. Coffee, is it the color? The coffee is brown. Denim jeans, denim shirt. Break them up. They just don't go together. You need to let one go. Break them up. They just don't go together. Is it the dogs? Break up the dogs. They just don't go together. The dogs represent best friends. Break them up. They don't go together. Don't put them that close together. You know what was interesting is when in the dream, and I don't know what this represents to you, but in the dream, the two dogs, I was worried about the two dogs being nose to nose in the car. And what was interesting is it's like they hadn't seen each other yet. I thought, wow, they haven't noticed each other yet. I was concerned that they were going to notice each other. But there was no fight. There was no fight. But I was worried that they were going to notice each other. So somebody's been juggling, and somebody is worried that the other person is going to find out about the other person. Well, I already know. So for you, somebody's juggling, and you're concerned about these two, the spiritual one and the passionate one, or the angry one. They didn't look like they were angry to me. So this was somebody that you were fooling around with. This was this person that lived in the other house. Or it's a redhead. Break them up. They just don't belong together. Denim shirt, denim jeans. Your eyes, look at where his eyes are. His eyes are looking at that, the spiritual one. I'm holding this in the palm of my left hand, and I'm holding this in the palm of my right hand. So you're juggling. You're not even concerned about this one. This is out. You're juggling these two. Which way do I go? Break them up. They just don't go together. So if it's in regards to your job, they don't go together. Whatever it is that you've been trying to justify, like the person that I was speaking to, he was doing that work in the place where my friend Randall lived, and he had an option to go and do the work in Moss Landing. That's where he should go. Break them up. They don't go together. And there's a reason for it, and you know what it is. This one, you would be speaking your truth, doing your truth, honoring your truth. This one is red. This is caution. This is stop sign. This one needs to go. Break them up. They don't go together. Now, if it's representing two different people that you're looking at, you're holding this one in your heart hand. So there's no option. That's the one. There's a lot of passion here. There could be anger here. There could be, but this is caution. This is red. This was caution too, and that one's out. But this is still caution. So break them up. They just don't go together. There's your message, whatever it means for you guys. I know what it means, and I'm kind of annoyed right now myself, gotta tell you. Okay, so at 42 minutes, we see the Happy Buddha leaning against his crystal mountain. And why is it that I believe that Crystal is the name of this person? My cousin Crystal. Crystal, it's red. So this could be the passion. There's crystal involved in this. You don't want that. Crystal is involved in this on the mountain. There you go. Crystal is involved in this on the mountain. You don't want that. That's the one. The red. They just don't go together. This is the rainforest. How sad, because I like the mountain, but they just don't go together. That's interesting. I know you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but they will. This is now the wow, this makes perfect sense. I don't like the reflection of my face. Let me see. Okay, check this out. Here we have the Happy Buddha leaning against the crystal mountain, right? And here we see this dragon in the mountain, in the rainforest, just like this. And they're holding up something in their left hand. It's a skull. It's dead. And the message is, make the sacrifice. And I just finished saying to the other card, that one needs to go. Now what's interesting is, I'm holding this in my left hand. I'm holding this skeleton in my left hand. So this is death. There's passion in your eyes, or there's anger in your eyes. You're up in that mountain, in the rainforest, and something that you're holding in your left hand is dead. There are secrets with the full moon down here. The secrets are behind you. They're down here, down below the mountain. You're above the secrets, so you're up above on the mountain, holding on to something that's dead in your hand. So whatever you have up here is dead. It's something that you loved, but it's dead. The secrets are coming out. The secrets are coming out. Make the sacrifice. So, if you go back to this one, because I always bring them together, whether you guys bring them together or not, I do. He's holding this one in his hand. Here, this is spiritual, this is alive, this is dead. So up in the mountain, what you've been holding in your heart hand is dead. Down here for your business, what you're holding in your left hand is very alive and bright and vibrant. Make the sacrifice. Remember, they just don't go together. This has to go. Make the sacrifice. What is the number? 27. 27. 27. 2 and 7 is 9. That's an ending. Again, there's an ending. And it says, get to work, light worker, now. Remember the checkered flag on his tie? It's time to do it. The number 9 means you've completed everything that you need to move forward on your life's purpose. So stop procrastinating and start taking action steps, even baby steps. Now here you go. There he is. He's all ready to go. He's got the checkered flag, and he's still fucking juggling. Drop this one here. They just don't go together, and go after your passion, whether that be love, whether that be your business. You go for something that mirrors who you authentically truly are. That's what you need to do. That's where you will have growth. That's where you will have truth. That's where you will have innocence. You need to make the sacrifice. The number 27 in itself means congratulations. Your optimism is attracting wonderful situations and relationships. Stay positive because the attitude's working in your favor. So you don't want to hold on to something that's already dead when you've got a new moon down here. Now that's a full moon, so that is, maybe it's coming up on the full moon. When is the full moon? I think there is a full moon coming up. Let me ask. Full moon, because that might give you a time frame. Full moon, what month are we in? July, right? When is the full moon in July? Okay. The full thunder moon. I was lightning before the thunder. Okay, so the full moon in July is July 27th. Oh wait, time of full moon for America, July 27th. Yes. So today is the 10th. So 17 days. And if you put 7 and 1 together, that's 8, which is abundance. Okay? Of every kind. It's infinity. It's an endless loop, like the bracelets, like the commitment. So make the sacrifice. Whatever it is that you need to do in order to bring this forward, you got to make the sacrifice. And you're not going to get what you want. You're not going to get the outcome that you want if you don't act. Okay? So this is all going together. You're not going to get the outcome sitting up on that mountain where you are. Look at that. Look at that. You're in the same spot. And unfortunately, you know what the sacrifice is? I love the mountain. It's beautiful there. It's not as beautiful in Moss Landing. But you know what? Moss Landing gets rid of the toxicity in your water. The moss removes the toxicity. So that is the question. That is the answer. The mountain is beautiful. The mountain is, whatever the mountain represents to you, it is more beautiful, but it's not safe. It's an unsafe place for you to be, the Alliance. And you're ready to go. You're all ready to move forward. You're ready to move, and you're still trying to hold on to that. And you can't. You can't. You're distracted. You're procrastinating. You're not only keeping a false sense of forward as far as your business, but love. You're not letting love in. And you're not letting love for your business in. You need to make the sacrifice. Because you're not going to get what you want if you don't. You can't put them both together. The jeans and the shirt, they don't go together. You need to break them up. So I'm watching it in my dream, and I'm being shown it as people, right? But it could be, that's just symbolically. I'm being shown a woman in a big house that has the same dog as me, and the other person said, you need to take care of your dog, because this person I know was gone and they were taking care of their dog. Well, they were gone. Dog is very well behaved. Person needs to make the sacrifice. What is the sacrifice? Do you have to part with your dog? I don't think that's what it is. You're holding on to your dog. You're trying to figure out because that's what you got in the first message. You're holding on to your dog. Does the dog represent the love in your life? Because there's loyalty here. Are you worried about your dog? Your specific dog, your real dog. Maybe you're trying to figure out, how can I do all of these things, right? But you have to make it happen. You have to make the sacrifice. You have to leave something behind on the mountain, is what they're showing you. You can't hold on to two things. That's what we got yesterday. You have to put one down in order to pick up the other. And you already know what it is, everybody. In order for you to make this happen, it requires you being willing, ready and willing to do whatever is necessary, no matter what the sacrifice is. Because anything that we desire, anything that we want, there is a sacrifice. Remember what I was given, we were all getting, how there was going to be a compromise necessary. I'm like, I'm not going to live in Vegas, right? Maybe I want to live on the mountain. I would prefer to live on the mountain, absolutely. I didn't like the area that the person showed me, right? But you have to be willing to make the sacrifice. Some things are more important than others. Now, let's find out. Friendship. Whoa, there we go. So you may be trying to decide between two friends. Remember the jeans and the shirt? You're comfortable with both. One of them covers your heart. One of them covers your ass. That's interesting. That is interesting to me, because one has been protection for you. One has made you feel safe. They've covered your ass. Somebody covered my ass. You know when your best friend covers your ass? That's your best friend. But the other one covered your heart. That's what I'm hearing. You need to make the sacrifice. They don't go together. You need to choose one or the other. Clearly you have to choose the one. Now check it out. Checkered flag is on her boobs. Right? Time to go. Look at the sun coming up. Or is it going down? Is there sun going down on a friendship? Is that the friendship that you need to sacrifice? Is there something that you... Remember I told you my ex-husband and I were best friends? But when he got together with his girlfriend, and now it's his wife, I had to step back and I told him, I can't be your best friend. And he goes, you're my best friend. And I said, I can't be your best friend. She's your best friend now. This is the conversation that maybe you need to have. One doesn't want to let go of their best friend. I told you this person's following me too. This person is holding on to me. The same person is holding on to you. That's what I got. But it's not appropriate in relationships when somebody has somebody come into their life. And that's why this has been happening. This person has been causing confusion and getting in between my twin and I, because they don't want to lose their best friend. But that's not fair. I knew that what was best for my ex-husband was to be with this person. I gave him up. I told him, she's your best friend. And I said, you need to let me go. And he said he didn't want to do that. I was in Wisconsin and I called him because Spirit told me, you know, I was on the bridge and this is where you are. You're on the bridge and you need to make a choice, because right now you're trying to hold on to two. And the two things that you're trying to hold on to, whether it's people or jobs or whatever, or paths, you have to let one go. You know the one that holds your heart, right? You may love both, but one holds your heart. So there's a conversation that needs to take place here. This blonde person here that covered your ass, because you're the one that's holding the checkered flag. You're the same person. You're a man or a woman, it doesn't make a difference. And see the red? That's that person. This one has to go. You need to have this conversation. The sun is setting on this connection. They don't go together. You need to break them up. They're not going to go together. You need to make the sacrifice. Whatever it is, these two things don't go together. Now, in a friendship, doesn't mean you can't be friends, but it's not appropriate. They have a relationship, my ex-husband and his girlfriend, and so I had to back away. It wasn't fair for her. I had to give them time to bond, you know, and it's been 5 years they've been married now, and I don't have the relationship that I had with my ex-husband, and that's hard sometimes. You're like, wow, this has been my best friend for so long, right? He was my best friend too, but it was more important to me that he have this person in his life that he was meant to have, because I wouldn't be able to move forward in my life unless he let go of me. He was holding me back. There was a tie that was binding us together, and neither one of us were able to move forward, and he wasn't able to let me go. So I had to tell him, I have to let you go. And he cried. I cried too, but we did. And I ended up, I mean, his wife is my best friend. It doesn't mean that you can't come back together again and be friends, but for a while there needs to be a distance, because somebody is overstepping their boundaries. Somebody's been trying to, I know in our particular case, this person has definitely caused problems. They've lied, they've manipulated, and they've tried to keep us apart. And he wasn't aware of that. And maybe you're finding that out now. But there's definitely a conversation that needs to take place here. And the sun is setting on this relationship. The value of a true friend is priceless. Whether you begin there or wind up there, friendship is the foundation of any enduring relationship. Okay, now check it out. My ex-husband and I, we're still friends. I care about him. I'll always care about him. I'm very good friends with his wife. She's my best friend in California. But I don't hang out with my ex-husband. It's not appropriate. I don't. I hang out with her. And we already said that when we get together as couples, like when I get a partner, then we can do things together. Then it will be appropriate, but it's just not comfortable. It isn't fair. If it were you got to think about the situation in reverse. It isn't fair. These people have a history together, right? And then you're going to bring this person in, and then they're going to feel like a third wheel. These two are always together, and you always feel left out. How does that make you feel? That's what that would feel like. So you need to make the sacrifice. A true friend would understand that. I loved my ex-husband, and I said it's not in our highest good. It's not good for you, and it's not good for me. I can't move forward unless you let me go. And you can't honorably move forward with her holding on to me this way. You guys need to establish that between yourselves. You won't grow properly as a couple with me in the middle. One has to go, right? This is really clear. So whether this is, this is talking about friendship here. Friendships are priceless. A true friend wants what's the best for you. They want to see you happy. Am I not friends with my ex-husband, Ken? No, we are friends. I don't hang out with him. I don't pick up the phone and text him and call him. I don't, because I respect his wife. Some people are way too into, maybe you're a swinger and you're into everybody. Why can't we all hang out together? They don't go together. They have to be broken up. They don't go together. Don't put that house next door. I won't live there. Right? That house there is not in your highest good. You need to make the sacrifice. You need to leave the mountain, whatever the mountain represents to you. If you want to have an enduring, maybe this is a relationship that started in friendship and now it's going to be a romance. The sun is rising on that. This looks more like to me like the setting sun, though. This is like a goodbye. I'm moving. Maybe I have to say goodbye to my friend, my best friend who covered my ass. You know what? Thank you. You covered my ass. You took me in when I had nowhere to go. And I will never forget that. There's that situation, right? Doesn't mean that we won't be friends, but I need to leave this mountain. I need to make the sacrifice. I need to move forward. You covered my ass. I will never forget that. And it's perfect timing for the whole situation. I appreciate you. That is a really good friendship. But the sun is setting on something. And now is the time. It's a perfect time. All right, at 58 minutes and 29 seconds in, we go to my side. We got the great wave coming. The silver wave. I'm curious about this crystal. Isn't that interesting? I'm annoyed because I know crystal is a person. I'm curious about this crystal. I think I know a lot about this crystal. This will be the Faerytale Oracle. This doesn't have, whoops, sorry. What I'm picking up, just a side point. I don't think this is a woman. The best friends, I think this is a man, but this is a gay person that loves you and doesn't want to leave you. I just got that. They don't want to lose your friendship. Everywhere I go for Lily, this one follows. They either want you or they want me, because someone's following me and somebody's gay. That's what I'm getting. So that's just a side point for somebody else, but that is the truth, because whoever this redhead or the Capricorn is has been following me. They want you and they want me, and I don't know, maybe they just don't want to lose you because of me. I don't know what it is, but it's this crystal person. I'm looking for this particular crystal. Isn't that funny? I'm looking for this particular crystal. It means something to us. This one that's on the Great Wave. I feel like it is, I think I know what it is, but I want to make sure. I don't want to start with information on a different crystal and then realize, no, it wasn't it, and confuse everybody. Now, I just said something. I don't want to go and give information on a certain crystal and then realize, no, this isn't it, and confuse everybody. Interesting. What is this crystal that I'm looking at? Show me. It's, oh, it's just rolling around my head, and it's really bothering me that I can't think of what it is. It's got, okay, so it's green and blue. It's chrysoprase. Crystal. Think about that. Crystal. Chrysoprase. Okay. Maybe you call this person chrysoprase. Maybe you call this person Chris. Chrysoprase. I want to see if there's enough blue in it, because there's green, blue. Chrysoprase has more green in it than blue. So chrysoprase, there's a message in that itself. Chrysoprase has more green, love, healing, than blue, depression, sadness. Chrysoprase, so it's not chrysoprase, it's the other one. Oh, maybe it is. What is this? I'm going to ask for blue chrysoprase. Lily's crying at the window. Blue chrysoprase. That's what it is. It is chrysoprase. Okay, so this crystal, or this chris, is blue. There's more blue than there is green. So there's the message. There's not as much love and healing in this as there is blue, which would be sadness, depression. Interesting. Okay, I gotta let Lily in because she's having a bird. Now, whoever Lily represents, she's having a bird, which means she's Angry Birds is what I got. Come in. She's having a bird. And I said I was going to a baby shower. So this person is having a baby. I watched it. I watched this person. Could be a new beginning. It could be an actual baby. There's a lot of messages I'm getting really loud. So we're going to go to this Faerytale oracle. The red shoes. Obsession. Interesting. That's not good. Anything we're obsessed with is not good. So those are her dancing shoes. Okay, so she is, I'll tell you, they give me little glimpses of this story, so not the full story. This person has blue eyes, dark hair, and they're sad. She danced, and she was forced to dance through the gloomy night. The shoes carried her over stack and stone. She was torn till she bled. She danced over the heath till she came to a little house. Here she knew dwelt the executioner, and she tapped with her fingers at the windows. Come out, I cannot come in, for I am forced to dance. And the executioner said, Thou dost not know who I am, I fancy, meaning, do you not realize I am the executioner? I strike people's heads off. I hear that axe ring. And then the person said, don't strike my head off. Then I can't repent of my sins, but strike off my feet in the red shoes. So think about dancing. I was forced to dance. When somebody makes you dance to their own tune, you're doing something against your will, right? You're being made to do something. So the symbol of red shoes, they symbolize, when given up gladly, a friendship for love. Wow. Does this ever go with the first part of the reading? And this one is saying, take the shoes. A sacrifice is made, which is what we just talked about. These shoes are valued and they're treasured. But there's a trickster, the devil. The devil in disguise. Now, I told you there was a Capricorn that kept coming between me and my twin. The Capricorn represents the devil card in the tarot. The Capricorn is the devil. So there is the trickster, the devil. And they offer the young girl the red shoes. She wants them. She misunderstands what they are. But she wants them so bad that she takes them. They're more important to her than her relationships, than her community, than her own self-respect. She wants those. She's obsessed with what those are. She wants that. And she was given those red shoes by that devil, by that Capricorn. She covets them and misunderstands what they are. And because she's so greedy, she takes them. So she has given away everything that's important to get those red shoes. So the story is addiction and compulsion. They enslave us. And they offer us a little bit, right? They'll offer you a little bit, but then they begin to chip away at who you are. Look at this person. You've got those red shoes, but look at your eyes. Are you happy? The addictions, they hurt you, but they don't just hurt you physically. They hurt your moral integrity. They hurt you ethically. So the lesson here is to know when to say no and offer what's hard for us to resist. Remember, give that up. That's dead. What you're holding, no, what I'm getting from that in a different message is what you are holding in this hand on that mountain is your death. Make the sacrifice. You wanted that so bad that you sacrificed everything to have that. It's your death. It will be your death. It is killing your soul. And there you are. You've got what you want, and you have the option to go with what's in your hand, to go with love. Remember, don't take the money, take the love. So here you are, what you wanted so bad, that addiction. What is the addiction? To succeed? Ask yourself, what is it that you want so badly, that you will go to, that you will sacrifice your family, your friends, the ones you love, and your integrity, your morals, and your spirituality? Because what was going on here, you're juggling, and there's the devil. There's the devil up here, and there's the devil here. You've gotten rid of that one, but you're still holding on to this devil. Even though you're holding the spiritual one in your heart hand, you're still juggling. And there it is, right there. The one that came between my twin and I. That devil. That Capricorn energy. Now, it doesn't have to be a person, a Capricorn. It could be that energy of the Capricorn, which is the devil. Whatever it is that you're addicted to, that is on that mountain. That is on that mountain. The crystal that you lean your back against. And you're to separate. They don't go together. Make the choice. Separate. This redhead, this one, the one that had your back, that has the crystal. The sun is setting on that, and you know it. It's time to go. And the timing was perfect, remember? So here, this all goes together. All here, there's compulsion, there's addiction. It starts out with fun, right? That's how it begins. It just starts with fun, but then it becomes, well, you're addicted to it. You can't let go of it. And it overrides everything. It steals from everything in you. It steals from everyone in you. It's overwhelming. It can get to the place where that's the reason you're alive, and it becomes your death. You are holding that in your heart hand. Here, you know what's interesting to me is while you're on the mountain, that devil has you by your heart hand. They won't let you go. Remember I told you that this person wouldn't let my twin go? They kept coming between my twin and I. This devil, and I called them a Capricorn because that is the sign, the devil, in the card. But it also could represent a person. The sun is setting on this friendship. That friendship is your downfall on the mountain. That's why you needed to go to Moss Landing. You needed to go down from the mountain. You needed to make the sacrifice. You needed to stop juggling the two, whatever they were for all of you people. And you know it. It's the perfect timing. Now check out the differences between these things. This is where you were, and this is where you're supposed to go. That's interesting to me. You started here. You went to here, and you are now, where is it? It's behind here. You're back at the beach. You started at the beach, you went to the mountain, and you're back at the beach. You're not here. But something's calling you. You're not letting this go. Remember the two kittens we got the other day? There's two that hold your heart, but one is your soulmate, the heart of your soul and your heart, and you need to let the other go, but you're still holding on. You're not, and you're worrying. You are worrying that this one's going to find out about these two. But you're not holding on. And look, it's not making you happy anymore. You're still holding on to that addiction, those cravings, whatever it is. It makes you feel awful. So your desire, because it's so bad, whatever this is, addiction can be anything, right? It can be, people always automatically jump to alcohol or drugs. It doesn't have to be that. It's business, it's friendship, it's a lifestyle, it's the need to be accepted, attention. There's so many different things. Workaholism, food, shopping, material items, anything can be your addiction. Anything that you want so bad that you're obsessed with, that's your addiction. So the reason for your living, but you're not happy. You wanted that so bad and you got it. And look what I'm looking at again, the black and white. The black and white. This is you're gonna go away with the black and white if you hold on to this. That's what I'm getting. The black and white, you know what that means. So the only solution for this one is to beg the woodcutter to chop off those shoes, because they won't come off otherwise. So she needs to make the sacrifice, just like we were told here. Make the sacrifice. You will not get what you want. You will not move forward. You will not prosper. You will not have your mirror. You will not be in truth. You will not have love and healing unless you make the sacrifice. Whatever the sacrifice is, you're not going to have it. So this one is actually going and saying, chop off these shoes. So she sacrifices her feet. Now you think about your feet being able to move forward or stand on your own. She begins again. So maybe you have, what I'm getting is, with this, wherever you were, whatever you were doing here in this friendship on the mountain, because the mountain would represent something that has your back, right? Something that you're leaning up against. If you're leaning up against something, they're supporting you. They are supporting you on the mountain. This one that is not in your highest good. So now you have to strike out on your own. Now you have to drop the ones that you've been juggling. You got to go for your own true passion. You're all ready to go. This is going to allow you to be your authentic true self, and the time is now. The timing was perfect, right? You've left the beach, you went to the mountain, and now you're back, and this is the great wave. And it's the silver wave, and silver represents spiritual truth. Silver is where you want to be, right? So now the fact that you have had your feet chopped off with those red shoes, the red represents what was supporting you. The red, I'm not even going to say it. You know what it means. I'm not going to say it. So now you feel like you're broken and you're crippled. But you begin your life again. Well, you're broken because what you put all your time and effort into, you broke away from. Remember, the shoes and the shirt, the pants and the shirt, break them up. They don't go together. Break them up. So you have broken it up. They don't go together. And now you begin again on your own. But this is now when you're going to be able to create your own life. And there is love and healing and truth. And you have a mirror. You can do this. Look at together. You're prosperous. At the ocean, down at the beach in Moss Landing. Because what does the moss represent? The moss represents a filter. It filters out the toxicity. So whatever it was that you had before was toxic to you, the moss filters the toxicity. Remember my dragonfish? My dragonfish needed to be where the river met the sea. That's where a dragonfish lives. Brackish water. It's not too salty. It's not fresh. It's a mix of the two. So it's like an in-between, right? And the moss is what he has in his tank that will clean his filter. That will filter, the carbon filter. It will help him balance his chakras. It's where he's meant to go. And slowly it's happening. I put a light behind Merlin's tank, right? I showed him where to go. So at this point, for you, it feels as though to start again, I don't have support that I had. I was leaning on their support. They were supporting me. It was easy. But now I have to stand on my own. I feel crippled to stand on my own. But this life now is in your control, because before you were controlled by those red shoes. Those red shoes made you dance. So you worked for someone else and they got all the money, is what I'm getting. They supported you, but you had to stay there. You had to give up everything you wanted in order to have those red shoes. That's what I'm getting. And you have to break away. They don't go together. Don't stay there. You got to leave that, whatever it is. And you may feel that you're broken, but you've broken away. Don't feel you're crippled, because now you can do what you want. You start, and you are now successful. You have the ability. Look at this. I can do anything I set my mind to. I am worthy. I don't need all of them. I have this. I have spirit on my side. It's in my hard hand. I will be successful. I've already been shown that I'm going to be successful. This is nothing but growth, love, healing, truth, a mirror of who I truly am. I'm reflecting here now my truth. And you see it, the ocean. I'm holding on to Princess Tiger Lily and its new growth. And there's a mirror. Remember I told you, everywhere Lily goes, that other one wants to go. Anything I want to give to Lily, the other one wants. They don't go together. Those two black dogs don't go together. So right now, what Spirit's saying is, and this is not easy. Remember, when we don't do what we're supposed to do, Spirit makes it happen. It's called the falling tower. So right now, a radical decision has to happen. A radical solution to a problem that's difficult. And it does feel like you're out of control. You're juggling. You've got all these things in the air. It could be a relationship that feels out of control. It could be your devotion to something that's addictive to you, that started out as recreation or desire or longing or whatever, and then it ended up being great, and it gave you a lot. But then all of a sudden it started taking. It took a lot from you. You thought that this would give you a lot and take nothing. But it turned out to be the reverse. To the point where you said, cut these shoes off my feet. I'm dancing to someone else's drum. I don't have a life of my own. I can't have what I want. I can't do what I'm meant to do. And instead of taking nothing, it's taken everything. It's taking control over your life. So you need to seek help. You need to break the chains that bind you. You need to cut yourself free and start over. And it might be very painful and clearly very difficult, but it's going to result in allowing you to be free again. And you're going to be a lot wiser. And at this time, you'll be able to accept help from people who want to help you. And with what you've been through, what you've experienced, you'll now be able to help others who fell into that trap. The experience was painful for you, but you've understood what happened. And now you can help others. So this is about obsession, need, a slave, curse. What started out as pleasure has now become an addiction. And there's an unhealthy attachment to your life. Like I said, this one, everywhere Lily goes, this one has to go. Anything I want to give to Lily, this one wants from me. But this one wants from Lily too. This one is unhealthy. This sunset, there needs to be a sunset on this relationship. It's not healthy. It's not balanced. And you've been trying to justify it and juggle it, and you can't. They don't go together. I'm not making all of this up. Spirit, a lot of times people would say, oh, this is just because this is what you want. You heard what the radio said. You hear what these songs are saying. You saw that this one was up on the mountain, and Spirit was saying you need to make the sacrifice. What you're holding is your death, or it's dead. That was once a healthy friendship has now turned unhealthy. There's an addiction. This person is addicted to you. It's unhealthy. You need to cut that off. You need to take steps to free yourself from what it is that you compulsively go for. You need to get help. Maybe you need to go to counseling. Maybe you need to go to rehab. You need to get help because things are out of control. You need to take control back of your own life. Take back your own power because you've given over your power. This person is controlling your life. You think that you're juggling, but they're controlling you. I want this, but this won't leave. I got rid of this, but I can't get rid of this. Yes, you can. The flag is here. The time is now. Whatever this is, these all go together. What does this say? Balance. Libra. Remember I told you the Libra? The Libra's lying through their teeth, whoever they are. That's what I'm getting. I'm just making sure that I'm not knocking cards around here. Just a second. This one goes to 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are we missing a card? 1, 2. Oh, because we had a spare, right? 1, 2. Sorry, you guys, just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do we have an extra card? We have an extra card for some reason. It's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to figure something out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have an extra card, and I'm not quite certain why. Wow, I don't know why, but right now you need to find a balance. You don't have a balance. You need to find a balance. You need to part the curtains. You need to separate these two. They don't go together. Even though they look like a match set, they don't go together. You need to find a balance. And you are capable of doing it. You can do anything you set your mind to. You need to be in the light. You need to listen to your higher self. There's healing in this chair. Don't allow kindness to be seen as weakness. Okay, so maybe you've been trying. Remember yesterday you've been trying to, there's somebody that you need to say stop. There's somebody that you're not welcoming, right? And yet you're being too nice. You want to be you don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want to be the bad guy. You want everybody to like you. That's your problem. You want everybody to like you. You don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want anybody mad. You're worrying that this person's going to find out about the other, and you're trying to strike a balance. You want to part as friends. I don't want anybody hating me. That person was good for me at one time, but now they're not. You need to find a balance because you're not balanced. Yesterday we got that you were too worried about somebody crossing your boundaries, and you're not being assertive enough, and you needed to be nice, and they weren't respecting your boundaries. Remember, everywhere that Lily went, Liger had to go. Liger was the big heavy roommate, and Lily's the beautiful one, and everywhere that, and they both want my attention. So there needs to be a balance here. The Libra is telling you to find balance. Remember I said there's a Libra that's lying through their teeth. That's interesting. Why does that happen? The Libra is lying through their teeth. The Libra is holding up the scale of justice. Libra is the law. Don't allow so this could be a separate situation here. Don't allow your kindness to be seen as weakness. Somebody is trying to balance something out. God, what am I getting here? Are you giving and receiving in equal measure? If you tip the scales too far one way or the other, your life falls out of alignment and priorities get mixed up. Come back to the middle. You're trying to balance. You're trying to juggle. You're trying to freaking juggle. You got too many balls in the air. One's got to go. One's already gone. But you're trying to find a balance. You're trying to figure out how to balance these things, and you can't when you have too many things going. You need to make a choice. You need to strike a balance. You need to get help. You need to cut away what doesn't work. You need to make certain that whoever this is that's overstepping your boundaries doesn't understands that, yes, I'm a nice guy, but you're going to have to be the bad guy. Unfortunately, somebody's going to get hurt, is what I'm getting. Right now, you are hurting, but you're also hurting someone else. The great wave is here. When the great wave is here, go to the mountain with the law. That's what I heard. This is the law. Justice. Remember I said your moral code. Libra. Libra is balance. My daughter is Libra. Lisi represents Libra. Lisi's spoiled. Lisi is my mother. Go to the mountain with my mother. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with Libra. That's where you went. My mother. My mother is holding my scales of justice. My mother is asking me to find balance. My mother sits in a chair of love and healing. Now, your mother doesn't necessarily have to be your mom. This is a nurturing energy. The blonde hair, remember, blonde hair represents different things. Blonde hair represents, I want to be noticed, right? Your mother is healing. Maybe your mother needs balance. She's healing. Part the curtains, the flowered curtains, the red flowers. The red flowered curtains need to be held back. I know what that means. The red flowered curtains need to be tied back. That's where you will find healing and balance. If you hold back the red flowered curtains, they're on both sides of you. You need to find balance in the center. Where do you feel loved? Where do you feel nurtured? Where do you feel balanced? Where do you feel loved, nurturing, balance? Where are you appreciated? Where are you noticed? Don't allow kindness to be seen at look at, because you're not happy here. The great wave has come. Ride the great wave. You started at the ocean, you went to the mountain, you're back to the beach. That's where you will find. Okay, I have to talk about silver. I'm getting so many different messages here. I'm trying to put them all together. Silver, spiritual meaning. I only wear silver. I only wear silver. You know, liquid silver. Remember that liquid silver. That's also what purifies your water. The silver. Silver will purify your water. Water is your emotion. Silver, it removes negativity. It's moon magic. It's the goddess energy. It's moon. It's the moon. Where's your moon? I never thought I'd let a rumor steal my moonlight. Okay, I'm an Aries and a Pisces moon. My twin is a Pisces. So the moon talks about secrets. It also talks about your intuition. The great wave is silver. So there are secrets that you've been trying to keep. There's a song that just started playing in my head. Secrets you've been trying to keep. Secrets you've been trying to keep. Hold on. Silver. Okay, remember I talked yesterday about the silver soul, silver solution? Silver solution. It will purify your water. The water is your emotion. The water is your energy. The water is your intuition. At the beach, you will get that. That is the greatest conductor of energy. Where you find the silver. See the color, the silver here. Part the red curtains, tie them back. They don't belong. Look at these red shoes. They don't belong. You need to tie them back. You'll find balance at the ocean. You'll find balance when you connect to your intuition, when you connect to the moon. You need to find balance. The only way you're going to get your balance is there. Secrets that I keep. Secrets that I keep. You need to tell your truth. You need to speak your truth. Secrets that I keep. Hold on. Wow. I want to know what this secrets that I keep. Secrets that I keep. Lyrics. It's an older song. It's floating around. Well, I haven't even heard it in 300 years. I love the secrets that I keep. Wait. I love the secrets that you keep. Talking in your sleep. Talking in your sleep. Talking in your sleep. Hold on. Talking in your sleep. I love the secrets that you keep. I love the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I love the secrets that you keep. Hold on. I love the secrets that, and I don't even know, you keep. Why is this coming? When you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. Right? Isn't that it? I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I do. Wow, I do. I hear the secrets that you keep. The Romantics. Okay. When you close your eyes and go to sleep, and it's down to the sound of a heartbeat, I can hear the things you're dreaming about. When you open up your heart and the truth comes out, right? The moon the moon speaks about secrets. And remember this one. He's wearing the denim shirt. This is speaking your truth. The time is now. You are not able to speak your truth when you're hiding behind those red curtains. You need to cut those red curtains, those red shoes off, whatever it is that's stumbling you from moving forward, this addiction, this compulsion, whatever it is that you're holding on to, it's not making you happy. This friendship that's got to go, they don't go together, you need to break them up. There's a sun setting on this. Okay, you're trying to juggle this, but you can't. You need to come to the center where you'll find balance. Those two need to be held back. The dogs will be kept in chains. Spirit says, wait till you're announced. We have not yet used all of our graces. The dogs will stay in chains. These dogs, those two big dogs, they need to be held back. Justice sits in the middle. You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you want me, and I know that I'm right because I hear in the night, I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. When I hold you in my arms at night, don't you know you're sleeping in the spotlight? I said I turned the light on the back of Merlin the dragonfish's tank. I lit him up. You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you love me. I know that I'm right because I hear in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you close your eyes and you fall asleep, when you're talking in your sleep. I don't know who this applies to, but you guys, the less messages, it's loud. These big dogs are going to be kept back in chains. They're not in your highest good. There's the sun setting on it. You need to make the sacrifice. You need to strike out on your own from whoever it was that's been supporting you. Stop juggling. Go for whatever is your passion. The great wave is here. The great wave is here. This is Spirit taking it out of your hands. So now, my God, this is a long reading. An hour and 31 minutes in, we go to the crystal cluster. And I find this intriguing because we have a spare card. Why do we have a spare card? We have two spare cards, unless I didn't. This is really interesting. We'd like you to wait. Don't allow kindness for weakness. The last card, you've got a lot of messages coming in the last card. And I'm not certain why, but you're going to get them all. I don't know how that happened, but it just did. Sometimes we have something in mind and Spirit has something else in mind. You know? I mean, I'm sitting here putting the cards down and I feel like I know what I'm doing, but Spirit's got something else in mind and there's a message to me. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but Spirit's got something else in mind. So I trust Spirit. I've got to go with what Spirit says. I'm curious to see. What we have now is the Divine Circus, the Tiger Angel. Okay, remember there's a lot of messages to a tiger. Tiger is a drug. A tiger is an older male that is married, that is hitting on younger women, and I told you that this person keeps hitting on me. The tiger also represents a female that scratches and bites when you have sex. I know that's me. But this tiger is an angel. There's a halo. And I always see something different when I first look at this card, which is really interesting. And look at the number 4. Angels. They are with you. You are completely guided and protected and loved. There's no reason for fear. This tiger, with an angel halo above their head, is being embraced by this angel. And now this is the part that's so strange. Every time I look at this, I see the tiger as an angel. But my cat is half lion, half tiger, right? This tiger, this is the angel. She's blowing this halo over, so she's connected to this tiger. And she's putting healing energy. This tiger is snuggling up against this angel. But they're one. This is the mirror. These are the mirrors. These are the two that have the goddess energy, the moon energy, the healing, loving energy. The ones that they have the same energy. They look different, but it's just like we say, you know, you see couples and you think they shouldn't be together, but they are, because they're the same. They're the same and yet they're different. So right now, Spirit's saying that they need you. Well, this is my message. Shit, the last one was my message too. Wow. Wow. Okay, so right now Spirit says we need your help. We need your love, we need your guidance, we need your goodness, we need your protection. There are people, ideas, plans. That people need encouragement. Okay, so this is my work. This is what I do. So they need healing power. And basically this is what this tiger is coming to this angel for her healing energy. For me, this is my Reiki energy. This is what I'm doing. It's like my dragonfish. I light it up. I'm showing him where he needs to go, right? What's in his highest good. That's my dragonfish is my twin. So for you, the same message. You have healing energy that others are coming to you for. And they are safe and protected with you. There's a lot of people that you can help, and they want you to be confident. They want you to be confident to use the power that you have, but also be gentle. You have a way of protecting and helping people and helping them feel safe. So a lot of times we wonder if do we have anything to offer? You know? Are we doing a good job at what we're doing? It's frustrating, you know, when you're trying so hard to help somebody and they just don't see and they won't do anything with it. And it's frustrating for us. Does it even make a difference? Yes, it does make a difference. There's 4 stars. 4 stars. I said that there was a star in my twin's house. There was 1. But there's 4 stars here, and they're angels. All 4 corners safe and protected. All 4 corners. 4 corners. That's a message to that. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Remember I said 4 corners yesterday. All 4 corners protected. So 4 corners is spiritual, emotional, physical, sexual. Hold on. Spiritual, emotional, financial, personal. All 4 corners. This is celebration. This is a home. This is marriage. This is commitment. This is happiness. This is everything you need in one. All 4 corners on the ground. This is the 4 of, is it the 4 of Wands? 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. I'm pretty certain. 4 of Wands. It's celebration. It's a harmonious home environment. It's a firm foundation. Stability. It's everything. It's love, money, happiness, health. All 4 corners on the ground with this tiger angel. That's what's going on here. This is like, wow. And then look at the cluster. This is the crystal cluster. This is everything all together in one. Adventure, healing, balance. Look at this. This is Dalmatian Jasper, which is a dog, right? Unconditional love, loyalty, friendship. And the Dalmatian is the dog of firemen, right? SOS, firemen. You know, there's an alert. There's a fire danger. When the great wave was, remember there was a fire burning in the valley. The great wave came at the same time the fire was burning in the valley, and the Dalmatian is riding the fire truck. The Dalmatian Jasper helps you with addiction. The kyanite clears and balances you. So does the selenite. This is blue apatite. This is lapis lazuli. This is pink tourmaline. This is Amazonite. All of these things together are providing everything that you need. Everything that you need is provided in one spot. Here, all 4 corners. Solid. Wow, that's an amazing place to be. All 4 corners on the ground. Celebration. The tiger. Use your healing energy. So you're asking, is it helping? Is it affecting anything? We're struggling, right? We're questioning. Am I a good candidate? Am I somebody that should be doing this? Right? And the universe is telling you that we believe in you, we trust in you, we know what you've got. We know that you're capable of this. And even if you don't realize it, sometimes we don't. This is telling you that you've got the light of an angel. The light, this is healing light that I lit that, turned that light on behind Merlin's tank, right? So you've got the light. What does Spirit encourage us to do? No matter what goes wrong in our life, follow the light. Remember I heard, shine your light and bring me home. Shine your light and bring me and Lily home. And I turned the light on in the back and I said Moss Landing, the moss. That's where the dragonfish needs to go, where the river meets the ocean. So the river of life, the ocean is a great wave of emotion. It's also the greatest conductor. It's spirit. It could be literally a body of water. Follow the light. No matter how bad things get, you stay on your path. Shine your light. You don't have to go anywhere, do anything. You just do your work. So Spirit is telling you, you've got that energy in you. You've got that light, and you've got the ferocity of a tiger, right? You've got it all within you. And what you've got mostly is an invisible influence. So I can do all of these things. My twin doesn't go on social media. It's not his thing. He hates it. So all the work that I do is energetic, right? I talk in our sleep. I do Reiki. You are invisibly influencing others. You may not, remember we do things and we don't realize how other people are affected? When I do this reading and I just listen and I just, whatever Spirit's telling me and I just start talking, other people get their own messages. Spirit knows how for other people to connect to the things that I'm saying. They understand it in their own way. So the same with you. Whatever influence is happening from you, you may not even realize. But it empowers you to guide people. You can guide people without hurting them, without beating them over the head. Remember the song, Take Me to Church? Take Me to Church. I'm getting really dizzy right now. I don't know why, but I'm really dizzy. Oh, I haven't had any water. I need water. I need water. I need water. Water, I need emotion. Okay, the great wave. I need water. Just a second. I need water. What I'm needing is what I have in here. I've got my apple cider vinegar, which is the mother, right? I have my chia seeds, which is to hold on to the moisture. I have the Vitality Boost. I have collagen, which is mother's milk. Think about it. I have, oh, and I just saw a feather fly by my window, literally. Whenever feathers are near, angels are near. Feathers appear when angels are near. And then I have the shredded up lemon rind, which is alkaline water. That's what you need, alkaline water. Now, not completely salt water, not completely fresh water, alkaline, that's brackish water. God, it keeps coming back around to the same thing. The stones and the water together. I'm just going with what Spirit's telling me, you guys. So, take me to church is what I kept getting. Take me to church. Okay. So I spoke about this yesterday, and thanks you guys for showing up for our soul family meeting. That was awesome. And that was what I was talking about, how there's a difference between the church, maybe this one, the Justice, Lady Justice, that's sitting there trying to control things, and then you've got these ones on the outside, but they need to be tied back too. You've got to find balance, right? You've got to go where all four corners are on the ground, where you find healing energy, where you're nurtured, where you can be your true self, where you feel like you've got your feet are standing on the ground, where you have power and strength, but you also have this loving, nurturing energy. The song, Take Me to Church, my lover's got humor. She's a giggle at the funeral. She knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak, a fresh poison each week. We were born sick, you heard them say it. My church offers no absolution. This Libra, lying through their teeth, the church offers no absolution. This is the standing from the pulpit saying, you know, if you masturbate, you're a sinner. If you are gay, you're a sinner. If you, they condemn you. They stand at the pulpit and they condemn you. This is a different energy that you hold. You hold an energy that is able to speak the truth, but is in a loving way. You're able to guide people without beating them over the head. This one, every Sunday's getting more bleak, a fresh poison each week. You were born sick, you heard them say it. My church offers no absolutes. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well. Okay, so the one that had the addiction, maybe the addiction was listening to what other people have said who they are and what they can be. Maybe you're addicted to maybe you're controlled by other people and you don't let go of that. And you literally need to have your feet cut off from what's supporting you and controlling you so that you can stand on your own. They want to control you. They want to control you. She wants to control you. You need to go where you control yourself. You need to go there, where there is love. Yes, this tiger, she'll scratch your back when you have sex, and she'll scratch your back. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. She's not going to rip your face off. There's a difference between a tiger that loves you and a tiger that's an older male man that's married, that's going after younger people. That's inappropriate. Or an older tiger woman that's attacking you, right? There could be that energy within you. the one that's attacking you, saying that you're wrong, that you're sick, that you've got a problem. You were born the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. Your tiger tells you there's nothing wrong with you. They say, you know, take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. The dog, big dogs, those two big dogs. The dogs will stay in chains because what this palace wants is release. Wait until you're announced. We have not yet used all of our graces, says Spirit. We are bringing justice. We are balance. We are Lady Karma. Karma is here. The dogs are going to be held back. We want you to surrender those red shoes. We want you to drop what you've been juggling. Go for your spiritual passion. We want you to set your son on that addictive friendship, the one who is holding you back. We want you to be your own true self, make your own decisions, your own choices. We are karma. We are here. This is what you deserve. This is what you want. This is who you are. I'm a pagan of the good times. My lover is the sunlight. To keep the goddess on my side, she demands a sacrifice. So if you want this goddess, she demands something from you. If you want this goddess, she demands something from you. If you want this goddess, she demands something from you. This angel doesn't demand anything from you. And look at this. Perfect timing. We already got that. We got it again. She doesn't demand anything from you. And this is you, your energy too. This is what Spirit's saying. You have the ability to love and be strong and ferocious at the same time. You can influence others in a kind way. You don't tell them what to do. Like what this, to take me to church on time, my lover. She's a giggle at the funeral. She knows everybody's disapproval, but she's the last true mouthpiece. She speaks the truth. Look, she speaks the truth. She's speaking heaven's light. This is coming from the angels. She says the only worship that you need to do, this one, she wants to be worshipped. She wants attention. This is Lily, wants to be worshipped. This one wants to be worshipped. This one wants to be worshipped. And you're trying to juggle and make everybody happy because you don't want to be the bad guy. But Spirit is going to settle this. Karma's going to balance this out. It's happening now. This is the united collective. Everything you need is your soul family. Everybody's different, and that's okay. Some are tall, some are small, some are round, some are skinny, some are heart-shaped, some are not. The united collective is our soul family. That is the truth. That is angels. That is the energy that you want. That is the energy that we all want. You want to be able to influence people by your loving light, by not pushing people, by not forcing them to dance to their song, to their beat. We don't dance to another's beat, the Crane people. We don't dance to anyone else's beat. We dance to our own tune. These ones want you to dance to their beat. This one wants you to worship the ground they walk on. And this friendship is totally unhealthy. Even though they did support you, it's not in your highest good. They're stopping you because they're jealous. They don't want you to go and be with someone else that's in your highest good. You're being told constantly, time to go, right? Stop juggling. Go where you find peace. Go where you can be yourself, where you don't have to juggle. Go where you're not being condemned for who you truthfully are. You were thinking about taking that house and Spirit right next to that person. No, we'd like you to wait. Don't let them think that kindness is weakness. Just because I'm a nice guy, stop being the nice guy. Obviously it's not working, right? Sometimes you got to let the tiger out. You can be gentle and loving and also have that tiger energy. And it's the perfect time. What else? You're tied up in bondage. And it's your own bondage. You've done it to yourself. You want freedom. It's only in your own mind. Why are you trying to juggle everything? Why is it so important for you to be the nice guy when everybody, they're not thinking in your highest good? See, that's the thing that's not good for you. This is what we don't realize. This friendship isn't healthy. This one wants to be worshipped. That's not healthy. They're trying to make you dance to their tune. That's not healthy. And you're freaking trying to be the nice guy. Look at you all trussed up in your suit and tie. You're the businessman. You've got the ability to do anything you set your mind to. You don't need to be supported by them. You can stand on your own 2 feet. Spirit said it. You have holy alliances in your soul family. Old friendships fall away. When you awaken and when you're on your path ascending, friendships fall away. The ones that aren't healthy. And then the ones that you mirror come together. It's the perfect timing for this to happen, to stop juggling, stop being the nice guy, get out of this bondage. You've bound yourself up in your own negative thinking. Stop it now. Challenge yourself to replace that negative expectation with a positive outlook. Prepare for rapid change. Things are going your way. You don't think they are. Look how sad you are. Oh my God, I'm crippled. If I don't have that support, I got to do this on my own. Yeah, because you're freaking more than competent. Do you really want to be controlled? Do you want to be somebody else's puppet? I'm their puppet. Do you want to worship the ground they walk on? Do you want to be followed and controlled? So this time to let this sunset fade and go to where all 4 corners are on the ground. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Go to spirit. Go to your own ethical code. Go to your own moral integrity. Go to where there is love and light, where you feel nurtured. This angel's not afraid of this tiger. This angel loves this tiger. We have this within ourselves. We have the strength and we have the innocence. As I was talking about this, the angel feather flew by. Right? Focus. Focus on where you want to go. The sun was setting on this one, but the sun is coming up. And it's the resurrection. That's a phoenix rising. The peacock most resembles the phoenix rising. You're ready to freaking rock. I know those lips. This chest now is spiritual. Look at the purple colors. Here, you were racing. Racing, racing, racing. Racing, racing, racing. I'm choking. I got my tie choked right up around my neck. Here, I'm relaxed. I got my hair down. I've got my bandana of truth. I speak my truth. This is truth. I've got a whole ocean in front of me. Think about that. You've got the ocean in front of you. These are like pebbles on the beach. The rocks that fall down, that come down in the river, in the brackish water at Moss Landing. Look at the green. Everything happens here. This is about your rebirth. We have gone through the falling tower. That's what happened here. Spirit said, wait till you're announced. The dogs will stay in chains. Karma is here. This is a balancing. No more need to juggle. Go for your passion. Say goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm not dancing to your beat anymore. I don't need to be supported by you. I am capable of supporting myself. It's my own fear that's tied me up in bondage. I'm letting that go. I am going down and I'm standing before the water and I'm seeing the sunrise coming in front of me, and it's brilliant. There's passion. There's love. I can do anything I set my mind to. Do you know what happened when I was in Canada and my whole world fell apart? My ex-husband molested my daughter. And I sold my house. It was my house. It was an acre. I gave it away for almost nothing. Don't take the money, take the love, remember? And I moved. I took my daughter out. I love that island. It was beautiful. Victoria, Vancouver Island, it was gorgeous. I moved to California. I didn't know anyone except for my mom. And I had to start all over. I didn't have a job. I was terrified. But I went and I stood on the coast in Carlsbad. I stood on the cliff. And I looked out over the water. And for the first time, I was not scared. I thought, I can be anything I want. I can be whoever I want. No one knows me here. I get to start all over. It's a brand new beginning. I can be whoever I want. And I made the move. I sold the house. I didn't get a lot, but I put everything in a money market, right? I bought the smallest house. Remember in my dream, I saw the guy who was looking in the big house, and then next door there was a smaller place, but you could fit everything in there. I took the smallest house in the nicest community. And I was happy. And that's when I met my twin soul, when I lived there. He dropped me off at that place. The first night I met him, he dropped me off in front of that little house. The next time we met, I was in a bigger house in a gated community. And then the next time we met, I was back to a little house. So do you see what's happening? I was in something small. I got really big. I let go of that. And I went back because what I did, I decided to follow my spiritual path. That's what's happening here. And I went back to small again. And I've never been happier. Because it was my death. This is the death. Woo! This is the falling tower. This is the ending. You've been desperately trying to juggle everything, right? You've been trying to keep everybody happy. You've been tied up in knots. And karma says, we're here. We're here to balance. We're holding these big dogs back. You don't have to worship anyone. You don't have to dance to anyone's beat. All we want you to do is follow your spiritual path. Follow the light. Go where you feel love, encouragement, happiness, support, where you're accepted by your soul family for who you are, just the way you are. It's all about perfect timing, and now is the time. They want you to focus on that. And if you're not there yet, that's what you're looking at. This is the resurrection. This is the rising of the phoenix from the ashes, because you've chosen to follow your spiritual path. And the sun is rising, and you got the world in front of you, just like I did. And I got to tell you, I started small, but it felt good because I was in control of my own life. I had my kids I had to take care of by myself. And you know what? Spirit threw everything in my lap. They literally threw things in my lap. I met people. Everything went my way. It was crazy. It was crazy how it happened. But that's what happens because Spirit is blowing out they're blowing out blessings upon you because you've been a good person. You've done wonderful things and you've earned this. That is what karma is about. What you send out into the world, you bring back. So all that you've been through, you have influenced others in a positive way. And your influence is powerful. Even without you saying a word, you hold that energy. You do help others. There is truth in your heart. And you deserve to feel safe, and you deserve to have freedom. You deserve to live in your truth. Even when there's things that are fearful around you or you're worried. Even if the people around you they're going against you, right? You have the ability to calm your heart and the heart of others. And you can create security. You can be. The true master is someone who doesn't run from chaos, but finds peace amidst the chaos. The angels are all around you, all four corners protected. You are totally safe. You are this person. If you're wondering how, if I've done anything good in my life, yes, you have. You have got this invisible influence of others, around others, to others. There's no need for fear, because together, as a soul family, we can have it all. Focus on that. And get this. After all the shuffling, again we get, it will require time and effort to bring it about. And here's your message. Yes, it will. You started big, you went small. No, you started small, you went big, you went back to small because you chose yourself. You chose to love you. You chose love instead of money. It's your new beginning. You chose to strike out on your own. Do it to let go of who's been holding on to you, who's been controlling you. Stop the juggling. Stop keeping yourself tied up in knots. Stop the unhealthy relationships. Stop the friendships that are causing the bad to come out in you and stuff and dumbing down your third eye. You need the alkaline water where you're going to meet your mirror, where you hold on to your truth and your value, and there's love and healing. You need your soul family. Yes, it's going to require time and effort to bring it about, but you're going to do it. You're going to be successful because you're where you're meant to be. You've got everything in front of you. You've got the world in front of you. I know what it feels like. I've been there. I stood on that cliff. I came down and I visited. That's what I did. I didn't stand there after moving. I was still up there wondering what I should do. I put my house up for sale, and it took some time to sell. So maybe that's what you're wondering. It's going to take a little time for the house to sell. So rent it out to someone else. It took a while for me. I don't know. It didn't take that long, but it took a little time for my house to sell, and I took a lower offer to get rid of it. And I moved my family. But I went down and I tested the waters. I saw what it was like. I went back up to where I was, and I knew I can't stay here. It's not the place for me to be. Just like the beginning of this entire reading. about the sacrifice. You need to make the sacrifice. I had to sacrifice the price of my house, right? I took less money. I took a smaller house, but it was in a nice community, you know, the nicest house in the smallest community. But it was healthy. My daughter was safe. I was safe. And I started my brand new life. And this is all going together. This is what I'm seeing for somebody here. It may not be for everybody. Whatever it is you're thinking about, it's going to require time and effort to bring it about, but it's going to be worth it. Focus on what it is that you want. You are fully supported. You are helping people whether you think you are or not. You can be ferocious and peaceful at the same time. There's only two kind of emotions, good emotions and bad emotions, feelings. If it feels good, it's where you're meant to be. If it doesn't feel good, it's not where you're meant to be. So focus on the positive. You've got a choice to make, right? There's no need for you to be wrapped up in bondage. What are you going to choose? Clearly, you should choose your spiritual path. It's in your hard hand. You don't want to be dancing to someone else's beat. You don't want to be worshiping someone else. You don't want unhealthy friendships. You want mirrors, ones that are like you. Whatever. Anything that you put time and effort into is worth it. It's going to be blessed. I'm going to ask for one quick message and then we got to go because this is the longest reading on the face of the planet. What is going to require time and effort? And if you do this, what happens? Ha! A peaceful resolution. See? I'm not lying. I never lie. If you do this, you go where you need to go. Speak your truth. Go where there's love and healing. Go where the truth of who you are is reflected. You need alkaline water. You need brackish water. Go where your soul family is. You're accepted for everything about you. I love it. All right, you guys, have a great day. Wow, this is a 2-hour reading.